Is this on?
You want this U.S. title? Yeah, of course you do. It's been on my junk, just like y'all have since I got here.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, and welcoming back to the show, Eric Slamilton Hamilton, who already bought a CM Punk t-shirt.
You fucking mark!
I mean, look at my shirt. What do you see? A mark of personality.
You know what's funny is like you bought a CM Punk shirt, and there's one that says "Hell has frozen over" with his like emblem right there. It looks fucking amazing.
That's a cool shirt.
But you got that one.
They didn't have that one. I would have bought it too.
They didn't.
Yeah, I would have
At
also
a
bought that
WWE
one.
event, they didn't have that shirt.
No, this is the one they had.
All right.
Eric was actually at SmackDown, so he's partially to blame for that terrible crowd on Friday.
Well,
Weird,
you know,
horrible crowd.
It did
right. You know what it is?
didn't sound good on TV.
So
Well, they're
basically,
they've been through a lot. Those guys, So
Right.
what's this shit?
well, a lot of who was in the crowd. So the next day at Gillette Stadium, which isn't far from Providence, was going to be the Army Navy game. So they're like, oh, all these Army and Navy people are going to be in town.
Right.
Let's give them a ton of free tickets. And most of them have probably never watched wrestling.
You think that's what it was? It had to have been, right? You
Absolutely.
don't charge,
Right.
military on military
No,
day.
of
You're
course
telling
not.
me you're telling me that everyone who got those front row tickets just happened to be in the Army?
No, yeah, of course
You know?
not.
Yeah.
And you could tell there was guys who were like, okay, thanks for the free tickets. Hey, how much will you buy these for?
How long in advance was this show planned?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they always do a tribute to the troops show. They're just
In
not,
December? Or
I think yeah, because there was always like a
Yeah, they used to have Stone Cold.
stunning
Liz.
Santa, like
Yeah.
like
Santa, right?
Santa,
Yeah.
Stunning Santa.
I
of
think
course.
one year
Attitude Era.
JBL was Santa.
right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
JBL was Santa,
Right.
and then like Cena would beat up JBL Santa, and
Yeah. And then Krampus would come out. Cena would rip his head off.
there you go. Yeah,
They'd have like a fake Saudi prince come out. Cena would AA him.
yeah. So look, WWE is certainly a lot better with CM Punk,
Yeah.
mainly
yeah.
because we got a lot of CM Punk this week,
Oh my God.
and that was a good thing.
it was. It was.
Both shows. So yeah, we have a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Right.
First, we have to thank a couple new patrons. So thank you to Rob Druin and Hollywood Hootie.
Ooh, Hollywood Hootie.
Yeah.
All the Hollywood hootie booty.
You can go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. It's only $5 a month. You can cancel anytime. We got weekly recaps of that horrible show AEW with a couple of great
horrible.
wrestlers, but
Yeah.
mostly horrible.
Right.
But it's fun to make fun of it.
Yeah.
We also have so many brackets. We have all the pay-per-view recaps of the past like 7 or 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of content on there.
Great Balls of Fire. Got it.
Yes.
Royal Rumble 2017. Got it.
It's on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of content, and there is more to come. Patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling.
Yeah.
And also, we want to thank Jeremy S. for buying a t-shirt at bonfire.com/
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
The famous Thanks Guys t-shirt.
We're very fast approaching the Royal Rumble, which is kind of the kickoff into WrestleMania season.
Absolutely.
So I mean, this is a time to be a Patreon.
Exactly.
This is where shit gets good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question. AEW is sinking so fast. Half their guys are probably not even under contract. That it's so misrun. Like over under 0.5 guys that are right now in AEW in the Rumble.
Oh,
I would say under. I think, maybe someone. I think it's the opposite. I think Tony Khan gives everyone 5-year contract.
I don't know about everyone.
That's what the reports were like. Like he just tries to lock everyone up so that they could never leave. There was actually a report today from WrestleNomics.
bottom right.
reputable.
Is it? Yeah, it's WrestleNomics. Brandon
sure.
Thurston, he's the one that does like all the ratings and financial stuff. And
Okay.
according to him, AEW's lost $34 million this year.
That's
Wow.
a lot of money.
I'm surprised it's not more, honestly.
How much
Right.
is his dad gonna like? How much does he let him lose? Unless he's like, look, it's your billion.
Yeah.
Do what you want with it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you're a grown man.
You never know. Maybe they still have joint checking accounts that Tony Khan can't fully access.
Maybe.
Who knows?
His dad's like, I'm into coke and hookers. You're into pro wrestling.
Sir,
You
this
little
is
nerd.
This is a child's checking account. Yes, and your son's like 40 years old.
Right.
What did you point?
Yeah.
Well, he's 4 years old in his head. So there you go.
Spends all his money on the wrestlers. Oh, like action figures? No.
No. No.
Sir, I just wanted to tell you, your child is writing checks to things that sting, and there's Flair, and like, are you sure this is real?
Right.
Yes,
And
unfortunately.
these are like Flairs that are 70 years old.
They're old.
They're
Right.
burnt out by now.
Yeah.
It's funny. I saw, this isn't really, I wasn't going to mention in breaking news because it's just not a big deal, but there was like a report that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's contracts are up of like June of next year. And, fans are speculating as if they're not going to re-sign or something and go.
I know,
But
right.
like some dumb, it's Twitter, right? There's so many stupid dumb marks, especially AEW marks. But they were like, someone said, what would Tony Khan want with Seth Rollins that he doesn't already have in Jungle Boy? And then after I laughed for 2 hours straight.
What the fuck?
Once you could breathe again.
Yeah. After I laughed, I just replied, talent?
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Right.
That's a good answer.
Like Tony
Is it
Khan.
talent. Number one answer.
Tony
Yeah.
Khan would give away the rest of his father's money just to get Seth Rollins so he can give him a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Right. Did this person at least like tag Seth Rollins?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking pussy.
Exactly.
Because he knew Seth would absolutely roast him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so we got SmackDown's tribute to the troops. Some duos sang America the Beautiful.
Yep.
And JBL was on commentary because Corey Graves doesn't support the troops.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, I wish JBL would replace Corey Graves full time.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
just this one episode, you're like, oh my God, you realize how much better JBL is at this than everyone.
Right.
He's really
Everyone.
good. I feel like they don't let Corey be himself, though. Like, he doesn't have that free reign because sometimes he's good.
I think you're right that everyone's overproduced. And if JBL's going to be on there for one episode, they're
What does he
like,
give a fuck?
what
Yeah.
are they? And he's an old school guy where they weren't overproducing everyone. So
Yeah.
it's like, look, just let him do his thing for a night.
Oh, yeah.
It was
for
like
sure.
Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee was the only
yeah.
one that was allowed to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be standing up on the chair during
Yeah.
during matches.
He's like, if you fire me, I'm richer. So
Right.
go ahead.
Yeah, please.
And look at him now. He's like one of the biggest sports
Oh, yeah.
reporters in the fucking U.S.
I
now.
know.
So I love JBL.
His whole
Right.
thing with Georgia and Georgia, Alabama, where he sings their whole fight song,
Yeah.
only to pick Alabama at the end. It's so great. It's
Yeah.
so awesome.
He's great.
So this was,
I hope he's in the Rumble.
He's got to be.
absolutely.
He hasn't even been in a Rumble yet, though, right?
Although it was your idea, but I want to say yes.
But I don't think he's been in a Rumble yet.
Not in
No.
it. No.
Yeah.
When does college football end?
Well, it'll be over by then, but only by like maybe a week.
Oh,
But still, it'll be over.
I mean,
a couple weeks.
He works one day a week.
I just
Yeah,
think he'll
sure.
be fine. I think if he wanted to be in the Rumble and they wanted him to be in the Rumble, it'd be done.
Right.
Oh, for sure. All right, our first match, we have Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee.
I mean,
This is not a rerun.
Yeah. Also,
first round matchup in a tournament.
Yes. The United
Also-
States Championship Tournament, number one contender
Right now for the championship.
tournament.
Yes. Also, interesting choice. Kicking off this match
Yeah.
with JBL on commentary.
Yes.
You think about like his run, rounding up people at the border. Like, ooh.
Well, it's funny. You were at the show, so you didn't hear JBL on commentary, but I did hear a gun click when this match began.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just getting ready, Michael.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Dominic Mysterio walks out as the match starts, and JBL compared Dominic Mysterio to Gandhi, but then he said Gandhi was never North American champion. So
Yeah,
I mean that's just some of the great things. Like that's what we're missing with JBL. Like bring JBL back, bring Booker T back. Those are two
Well, Booker T-
hilarious guys. Yeah, Booker's in NXT.
Yeah.
That's true.
If JBL's as successful as they say he is, why would he come back?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. I was looking that up, and his net worth was not really. I mean, he has a few million, but
Yeah.
he's not like this.
I'm sure he lives pretty comfortably.
Yeah, sure. If you have a few million, why not? So Escobar wins with the Phantom Driver, and it was flat as hell.
Yeah.
crickets.
Yeah.
It was funny because, it was just Dragon Lee was sitting on the top rope, or he was about to do a move, and then Escobar knocks him down, and then just picks him up, hits his move. That's it.
It was so, I mean, when you see a match for the second, third, fourth, fifth time, whatever, I mean, this is what, third, whatever it is, it's going to already be flat. You got to do something different. This was the worst of them. And it was so boring.
Right.
And you don't even care. You still don't care. Why do I care that Dragon Lee hates Escobar?
Yeah. Why do I care that Dragon Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, guys, he's just really excited to be on the SmackDowns.
Yes.
The SmackDowns.
All of
And
them.
the tributes of the Troopses.
Yes.
Troops is.
After the match, Dominic gets in the ring and spits on Dragon Lee while he's knocked out. And then the next day, Dragon Lee defeats Dominic for the North American Championship
So stupid.
at NXT Deadline, which was funny. I watched, I went to the beginning of Deadline to see the Punk thing. And so, I was like, let me just see what's after this. And it was that match. And Dragon Lee hit his finisher, but it was no one in the crowd knew it was his finisher.
Sure. Yeah.
And then they hit the 1, 2, 3, and everyone was shocked he won. Because
So am I.
Yeah.
His finisher is so lame.
So let me
Right.
get this right. You have to leave NXT to win the North American Championship in NXT.
Yes.
See, got it.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well,
Backstage, Randy Orton gives Nick Aldis a check as he was fined for RKOing him the previous week. Orton asks Aldis why he has him teaming with LA Knight against Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. And Aldis says, I saw LA Knight make the save last week. But Orton says, I didn't need saving. I don't even know who LA Knight was. And now you expect me to trust this guy? Aldis says, well, you both want the bloodline and the fans want to see that match. And then Aldis looks at the check and he's like, Randy, the fine was $50,000, but this is $100. And Randy says, oh, that's for next time.
Yeah.
And that was a good line.
good line. I'm surprised that Randy, shit on LA Knight a little bit. A good guy can only do that when it's a bad guy. Escobar, I don't even know who that is, right?
Yeah.
To do
Sure,
it about
but
LA Knight, he's not Stone Cold, and he's a good Randy. I
But
don't
Orton
know.
doesn't get along with anyone, even when he is a good guy.
I know, but I'm surprised
he barely
that
tolerated Riddle.
I know. I'm just
And they were
but
tag champs.
I'm surprised that they just wrote that line or let him say that
Right.
on the air. That's all I'm saying.
Randy
Unless he
gonna
added it.
Randy.
Yeah. It would have been funny if he Aldis had the check. He's like, is that snake skin? What the fuck?
Yeah, right. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Cody Rhodes.
There it is.
Yeah. Here
So-
to gargle
There's a few of
America's
those.
balls.
There's a few of those.
So,
Hey, it felt good. I'm America. Are you America?
So,
So
what do you want to tribute about? Cody thanks the troops and tosses to a video package. A video package of WWE's history of thanking the troops.
of course.
It's not even thank you, troops. Look at the sacrifice.
Right.
It's look at the sacrifice WWE made by putting on a show for these guys.
No, it's worse. It's Inception.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show about celebrating the troops. Here to celebrate with the troops is Cody Rhodes. Hey, everybody. Thank you. I'm here to celebrate with the troops by showing you videos of us celebrating with the troops.
Look, this is when
we
we-
are levels deep into this.
This is when we used to put more effort into it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's when they had servicemen more overseas.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
Cody,
this show used to be on a Saturday sometimes, or they'll just have matches you
Like
never
on
see.
NBC.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
no one's
right.
watching this.
Yeah.
Now it's on a SmackDown. Okay.
It's just a SmackDown.
Cody then introduces the U.S. Army drill team, and they spin their guns around.
Fun.
But it was only 2 of them.
Right.
I mean, whatever. That was cool.
3 of them. Whatever.
Well, there was one guy, one guy with the
Making
sword.
the commands,
The
yeah.
sword does nothing. He just goes, look at my sword. Look at my sword. While the other 2 guys throw their guns in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
Next up, we have
That's
Bob.
so weird. Again, I'm not an army guy, no disrespect or anything, but
Yeah.
we went to Deanna's graduation, and we're gonna start with the presentation of arms.
Yeah.
Do we have to guard these children?
Yeah, well,
Guys come out
nowadays-
and they're literally like, "Here is my M16.
This is my rifle.
Here it is. And it is. And then they walk off. You're like, all right.
Nowadays, yes, we need to protect our
Well,
children.
this was
That's
Sam
cool.
Houston, so definitely up there.
Yeah. Next up we have Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross. First round of the United States Championship number one contender tournament.
Yeah, Karrion Kross.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Hold on.
It is.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah,
But I really want to know. You have any answers? Anyone?
And-
He's been there every week filming a segment of him watching the wrestlers, and then he posts it online.
Yep.
It's just a video of Scarlett recording him watching the show, and he's like,
he's like always ready.
Yeah.
Fucking
he's always
Matt
teasing
Cardona.
as if he's going to attack someone, and never happens.
Right.
They played a pre-recorded video of Lashley mentioning that he was in the army.
Yeah.
So he's a big baby face.
He's a huge face.
Even though
for this
he
match.
is anyway, but whatever.
Right.
And then they had some CBS announcer on commentary
Who are you?
because he was doing the Army-Navy game.
It's like holding hands and cupping.
Yeah, I was wondering who
balls.
that was because all of a sudden, I guess I blinked or didn't look or walked
Oh,
away
it's
from
Brett
it.
Robert. And it was like, okay, cool.
The
Anyways, Lashley hits the spine buster and the spear for the win.
win,
High fives all around.
of course.
Next up, we have an in-ring promo from CM Punk.
See you in 6 months, Cross, right?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
Next AEW signing.
Right.
At least Punk got a great ovation here, and if you listen close, Eric was in the crowd, and you could just hear Eric very faintly, but I
Yes.
turned up the volume for that. Yeah.
That was the recording you got.
Yeah. Eric had to wash his new CM Punk t-shirt
Twice.
right after he got it.
I bought 3. This is the only one that survived.
I'm surprised you didn't buy the white one, just so no one
Yeah.
sees it.
Smart.
So yeah, the entire promo was great. Punk says it's the top of the hour, which means I'm not going to get my time cut.
That was amazing.
That was really good.
right.
And then he asked the fans if they want to see him sign with Raw, and they boo. And this is where it just gets funny because why would the fans care?
Right, of course.
You know, like it makes no sense. By the way, it's more likely that Raw will be the next show to visit your town.
Correct.
So if you want to see CM Punk sooner, you should choose Raw.
That's funny. Yeah.
And it's like, but you're not in like, what is this fake rivalry that they've created?
I know.
Well, we're here and it's SmackDown, so sign with SmackDown, yeah. They're not separate companies.
They're not.
Then Punk asked the fans.
I'd be like, no. You want to go to SmackDown? No. I want you to just be a wild card and show up to both shows.
Go to any show.
Yeah.
double time. Punk then asked the fans, do you want to see me toss 29 other superstars? And he said it like almost like sarcastically.
Right.
Over the top rope in main event WrestleMania. Then he says, an old friend of mine that welcomed me back home with open arms famously likes to come out here and say, what do you guys want to talk about? Well, some people don't like the happy-go-lucky CM Punk, so it's not what do you want to talk about, it's who do you want me to talk about?
Yeah.
And he acts like he's going to talk about like Omega and the Bucks, but then he mentions Roman Reigns.
Right.
Yeah.
And he congratulates Roman on all of his...
Like, even the way he says, like, let's talk about someone who's not here.
not here. Yeah.
Let's talk about someone who's never here.
Right.
It was good.
He congratulates Roman on his success. He says, I acknowledge you, but don't forget who the OG Paul Heyman guy is.
Love that.
Don't forget that he was my wise man first.
Yep.
And then Punk ponders tagging with Orton against the Bloodline, but doesn't think they'd get along. And then he says, I know someone who would want to tag with me, and that's Orton's partner. And then he does the LA Knight hand gesture while the crowd chants, LA Knight. Yeah. And Punk says, yeah.
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 Then he mentions Kevin Owens, but says he and I are probably too much alike. I don't know who would feel comfortable working with somebody who randomly punches people in the face backstage. I mean, it's
Amazing.
2023, ladies and gentlemen. You can't be doing stuff like that. That's insane.
Yes.
I mean, that's the only mention of AEW, really.
Right. It
Like
really
that he's
is.
ever.
And
even
it's funny
that's not.
because,
It's
like,
more of
on
a-
TV, it sounded like it got no reaction at all.
Right.
But Eric, you were there.
I was there. So basically, because they had all these like military people who
Yeah.
have really never watched wrestling, had no idea, like the joke went over their head. So everyone where I was sitting was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
you just said the thing.
You were lower.
I was actually higher.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. So Punk says, everyone is welcoming me back with open arms except for one guy, but he's not even the man in his own household.
I love that.
It's a good line. Other people have used it, but it's still a good line.
Sure. It's still a good line.
Then Punk says he'll decide where to sign on Raw, and then he leaves us with this.
All the men that I have mentioned today have one glaring, painful thing in common, and that's CM Punk is back, and I am the monkey wrench in their future plans and their future goals. Everybody wanted to talk about finishing their story. I'm back to finish what I started. And Monday night, I put pen to paper and begin my journey of finishing my story. And that means one thing. Main eventing WrestleMania.
I'm doing it while you're pressing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's here.
Yeah. Imagine what the underside of this table looks like.
What?
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
Yeah.
So later backstage, Punk runs into Kevin Owens, and he asks, have you seen Nick Aldis' locker room? And Owens just laughs and says, no. And Punk says, thanks for the help. And
Right.
Owens is like, you're welcome. I just love that they're teasing all of these future matches.
Sure.
I love
Like,
it.
you can't do this and then not make it happen.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, we never got to see Edge versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest mistake. I feel like the biggest
for
miss
sure.
of Edge coming back. He never fought Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
But like here, we have Punk, you know, he's obviously going to fight Seth. He's teasing Roman Reigns. He's teasing Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Right.
please.
We have so many plants we're going to have to fuck.
Yeah. Later, Aldis gives Punk a SmackDown contract, but then Cody Rhodes walks up and Cody tells Punk, it sounds like for you to finish your story, you're going to need to win the Royal Rumble. That's interesting. And Punk says, yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, actually, I will finish the story written in my contract.
Yeah, right.
Finish the story for real.
Cody's like, yeah, good luck. I had that too.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know. I felt like he was going to be like, so you came to win at the main event of WrestleMania? You're adorable.
Right.
You fucking Mark.
Whatever you do, don't pick Roman.
Yeah, no shit.
But then it won't main event. So Cody then says, it's good to have you back, old friend. And they shake hands. And then Punk would later appear on NXT Deadline. And he had a little segment with Shawn Michaels while wearing a Bret Hart hoodie.
Right.
Classic CM Punk trolling.
Absolutely.
You know, he's like talking about Shawn like he was a big fan of his. And then he teased that he was going to sign with NXT. Of
course.
He was like, maybe I'll sign with NXT. And then they just like cut away really
Yeah.
quickly. It was a weird little thing.
Did you see the backstage thing with Cora Jade being
Yes.
interviewed, and he walks up to her, and he was basically like, okay, fuck all this kayfabe shit. I'm proud of you. You know, like you made
Yeah.
it here. Because like there's videos of her meeting Punk, and she's like
crying.
crying.
Well, when he was fighting in the UFC and she was like 16 years old, she went to a UFC press conference where they let fans ask questions.
Oh wow.
And she was there like trying not to cry while asking CM Punk a question.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like you look at her gimmick and she's, you know, this small, cute girl that kind of looks like CM Punk's wife, but a younger version of CM Punk's wife.
Oh, boy.
And Punk's in the video, he's like, hey, look at this. AJ says hi, by the way.
Right.
But, you know, things aren't going too well right now. And how are you and Braun Breaker doing? You guys still good? Are you guys still in a relationship?
He did
And
post
she's like, imagine that rage.
the
load.
that
one-
really went in Joe's mouth.
He's like,
Especially
do it on camera.
Yeah. One of the things about CM Punk, and it's a little creepy. He's great.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy. Whenever he talks on interviews, he never gives any male wrestler any credit, but then he compliments the fuck out of all the women wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Joe move.
It's true.
He's just like, oh, the women raw, they're so talented. Oh, you know, like Britt Baker. He did it so much that MJF was like, you have a hard on for her.
Yeah.
You know, like, and now he's just like, hey, Cora Jade. How you doing, girl? You good? AJ says hi.
You of age now? I'm pretty sure.
Last time I saw you were what, 16? That was. Oh, it's clobbering time.
Last time I saw you was, oh shit, it's clobbering time. I gotta
Wow, there it is. Yep, it's time.
He did post the photo on his Instagram story
That was good.
with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. He's like, me and, AJ Lee's children.
Yeah,
basically.
right. Yeah, sure they are, Punk.
Yeah. Step. Children.
Did you see the selfie with Sean?
Oh, God.
Did you see the selfie with Sean?
Oh no, I
It's
did not.
so up close, and Sean's just like, and that's like in the ring.
Is that camera even on?
It's funny because
it's
you
so
you
bad.
make that noise, and when I saw that photo, that's all I could hear is Undertaker.
And that is me just impersonating Sean getting his arm broken by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Where's Hunter? Where's Hunter Taker? Oh my god. What are you doing, Step Punk?
Next up, we have Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. WrestleMania rematch. Don't remind us.
Please, ever.
Damage Control once again makes Bayley stay in the back. And then before the match, Zelina Vega and Michin attack Io Sky and Kairi Sane. And
Where the hell have Michin been?
Like, what is happening?
Right.
Io and Kairi try to run away, but then Shotzi and Belair come out and they attack them, and everyone goes to the back. Charlotte did the moonsault off the top rope, but missed Asuka by a mile.
She did.
Then they went to commercial, and I guess we'll ask Eric this because I didn't see, maybe fans recorded it, but I didn't see it. But they go to commercial. When they come back, Charlotte's lying on her back with Charles Robinson checking on her. And Michael Cole said Charlotte took a nasty spill off the top rope and like kind of landed on her head. So did you notice this?
No.
No.
I
This has
wasn't
got to
paying
be the
attention
go
to
get
this
a
match.
beer match,
Eric
right,
was drunk.
Eric?
Eric was drunk at this point.
No, this was the go get a beer match.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, she took this bad spill, and then Michael Cole said, and I quote, "You can see,
And I quote,
you can see Charlotte selling the effects of that move. Selling,
Shut up, Michael.
oh no.
Wow.
Oh,
nice
no.
one, Michael.
Fighting for real, huh?
Yeah, he used to fight for real." Then later, Charlotte's knee gave out while throwing Asuka into the turnbuckle, and she falls down. So referee Charles Robinson talks to Flair, and then he talks to Asuka, and they rush to the end. Charlotte hopped around and put Asuka in the figure eight, but it was awful.
She couldn't even lock in the other leg.
Her other leg wasn't working.
Yeah.
And then Bayley ran out, hopped on the apron, and then Charlotte slowly hopped to Bayley, and that distraction allowed Asuka to beat Charlotte with a roll-up,
Yeah.
which I think was the planned ending anyway. They just had to rush it because Charlotte's legit hurt.
Right. Not to jump to news, but it looks like PW Insider is saying it was a very serious knee injury. She's already pulled off the road
Yeah.
and not expected back for a while. God, I hope she can get it fixed by WrestleMania if they're doing that Four Horsewoman angle.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah.
What?
I mean,
Pull
I
up-
imagine
pull up
that
the
she
video.
would they would have big plans for her at the Rumble, being in the Rumble.
Down, right there.
Yeah. Oh, here's the off-air footage. You see.
Uh-huh.
And
This is where you hear the knee.
Move your hands. Move your hands. Wait. Uh-huh. There they go. Oh,
God.
Shit.
yeah. That's
So I guess
bad.
they fell, and Charlotte hits her leg on the ropes, and then the other
Yeah.
one, yeah. So it wasn't a head injury. Oh God, she goes to my knee. She just said it. My knee.
Yeah.
That could
That
be an
was-
ACL.
That's after the match.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, she was very emotional.
She was even like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's funny how they don't have any more info at this time, but
Right.
That's
yeah,
got to
it's-
be an ACL.
Yeah.
That's always what it is.
could just be a
Dakota
sprain.
Kai had an ACL, right? Again.
Could be a sprain.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jimmy Uso and Solo versus LA Knight and Randy Orton. Punk wished Randy and Knight good luck before the match. And then Orton asked Knight, "You ready?" And Knight says, "Yeah."
Yeah.
How will
Yeah.
they coexist?
Right. They just met. How could they possibly coexist?
Knight makes the hot tag to Randy. Orton drops Jimmy on the announce table, hits his draping DDT, and Sets up for the RKO, but Solo attacks him from behind. Solo looks at his thumb. He looks at his thumb like he's never seen it before, and he's like,
Yeah. Why is it taped?
Yeah.
and then
Who
Knight
did this?
Knight gives him a DDT. Jimmy tries to super kick Knight, but he catches his foot, goes for the BFT, but Randy grabs Jimmy and hits an RKO for the win.
I thought that was cool.
And Knight's like, okay, asshole.
Okay,
Asshole.
Hey, asshole.
Yeah. So that's how SmackDown ends.
Tribute to the troops.
Tribute to the troops.
I hope they feel tributed.
Yeah.
Raw opens with Jey Uso. Yeet! Guess what's back? Back again.
No, don't
Yeet
even.
is back. Never again.
Please.
Yeah. So I guess they paid that guy the $10,000. Right?
I guess.
The wrestler that had the copyright.
Is that that's how much they were asking for?
Oh, no, we don't know.
No.
I'm that's just a guess.
Right.
But yeah, you can get, there's like 3 Yeet shirts now you can buy.
Jesus.
They're back. So Jay says, if you want to see CM Punk sign with Raw, let me hear you say, Yeet!
Yeah.
I hate this. That's his whole gimmick now.
No one say it.
Right. And then he's like, I got that back. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Like, you used it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Jay vows vengeance for Sami Zayn, and out comes Drew McIntyre. Drew says, we don't want CM Punk in our locker room. SmackDown can have him. And then Drew apologizes for injuring Sammy and tells Jay that's how you give an apology. So Jay says, if you want Drew McIntyre to catch this yeet down, let me hear you say yeet.
Yeah.
That was way better. Yeah.
It's such
Terrible.
a stone cold ripoff.
It is.
Like
Right.
LA Knight was like, fuck. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Say yeah.
If you want me to kick this guy's ass, give me a yeah.
Right.
Just say yeah. Jesus. So we have Drew versus Jay.
You know who wants to see this match again? Nobody!
My God. Drew went for a Claymore while Jay was leaning against the announce table, but Jay moved and Drew landed on the announce table. Jay does his stupid t-shirt spot. Drew goes for another Claymore, but Jay countered with a super kick. And then Jay went for the Uso splash, but Drew got his knees up and hit the Future Shock DDT, which is how he last beat Jay.
Yeah.
But this time Jay kicks out. He's developed some immunity from it. And then Drew removes the turnbuckle pad and goes for another Claymore, but Jay counters with a spear.
Jay's spear is not like Roman's spear.
It's not.
Like, you're not even like, you're smaller than Roman. Why are you doing the spear?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. You hate the guy, but you're doing the spear. I don't know.
Right. You're doing his move.
Like, you should do it to him. And I guess Seth took the pedigree.
Yeah, I
and
guess
when
so.
he hated Triple H,
But
he was doing
he
it.
beat Triple H.
Yeah, he beat Triple H.
Right. Like, you can't lose and still take the guy's move.
Jay
Right.
pinned Roman, and right
Yeah.
during the tag.
Oh, yeah.
So then Drew rakes Jay's eyes while
You
the
what?
ref
Rapes.
rakes. Careful.
Careful.
Sorry.
Careful.
Those are eyes. Careful.
So yeah, he raped those eyes good.
Good.
While the ref fixed the turnbuckle. And then he hits a Claymore for the win.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Jay can't buy
Claymore.
Jay can't buy a win
No.
anymore.
No.
I don't know why he came to
Right.
this show.
What a
Can't
mistake.
win over here.
He didn't even get the main event this week.
No.
What if he called Roman like, "Hey, yikes"?
Yikes.
Right.
Backstage, Judgment Day is having some family issues. No one's really getting along. Then Alpha Academy and the Creed brothers tell R-Truth that he's not really in the Judgment Day, but R-Truth like won't listen to them. He's like, "No, I am. You know, it's fine. Happy Thanksgiving." And he's holding Christmas lights.
Like they've
You know.
Comedy bullshit.
like they've turned the frittata up to 11.
Oh my God, he's full frittata.
Full frittata.
Yeah. Next up, we have
Never go full frittata.
Maxine Dupree versus Rhea Ripley.
For the championship.
No.
No, just a fun match.
This is the exception where it's like, no, she does not deserve a title shot. She doesn't deserve to wrestle.
She's had
Why?
one singles match.
Triple H, aren't you in charge now? It's not a Vince thing anymore where every woman has to wrestle.
Right.
She has no talent in the ring and almost got seriously injured. potentially crippled.
Yeah.
Rhea goes for a power bomb, but Maxine doesn't know what that is, or how to take it, or how to do it. So Maxine falls, and Rhea saves her from breaking her neck. She was going to land right on her head.
Yeah.
And then Rhea goes for the power bomb again, and Maxine is still having trouble. But eventually, Rhea just pretends like Maxine gave her a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah.
But it was terrible.
Right. It was like Kenny Omega fighting that like 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like
The 10-year-old girl was a better wrestler.
True.
No, I thought it was
But,
like when they fought that doll in Japan. The
Oh
guy
yeah,
kept-
right. Like it's just Rhea having to do everything.
Yeah. Rhea hits the shitty the shit tide because Maxine sucks. It was awful.
Yep.
And then she makes Maxine tap to the inverted cloverleaf. And then after the match, Ivy Nile gets in the ring and has a stare down with Rhea as if that's going to be anything.
What are you gonna do?
Is that even a stare down? Like she's literally staring down at her.
Yeah.
She's like,
like
this
this.
much bigger than her.
The problem is Raw has 2 female stars, Rhea and Becky.
Yeah.
That's it. SmackDown has Io,
Everybody
Belair,
else. Yeah.
Charlotte, Bailey.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now Kyrie, Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka.
Yeah.
They have 6, and Raw has 2, and they're just, we're just doing this thing with Rhea where she just beats jobbers until WrestleMania where she fights Becky.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I guess.
But in the meantime,
would
it
she
sucks.
fight Ivy Nile at the Rumble?
How could that be a match?
Maybe
That's
at
got
day
to be on
one.
Raw.
Day one.
Yes.
No, I guess she has to. She has to defend it against someone.
I mean, it's
So-
probably not going to be Nia
I guess it.
unless Nia
No,
somehow
I guess-
beats Becky
I guess
for.
no, she's not going to be Becky, but I guess it could be Nia at the Rumble because they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
that would
fine.
keep Nia out of the Rumble.
But still, it's not like Nia's a good wrestler. Nia sucks.
Well, true.
Hey. Next up, it's CM Punk's Decision Day. Comes out to the ring and he says he debuted in this building in Cleveland with Mickey James on his arm. And he wasn't lying.
He did
really?
This was a dark match. And for some reason, Mickey James came out with him.
that. Okay.
And he said he did so good that they sent me down to OVW.
Yeah.
He mentions Randy Orton punting him in the head in this building, and then they stripped him of the world title.
I remember that.
This is also the same building that Punk walked out of the night after the Royal Rumble before Raw went on the air back in January of 2014.
Wow.
Damn.
And he says, I was talking to Indy Hartwell backstage, and she felt betrayed when I did that, so I apologize to any fan that felt betrayed by me walking out.
So everyone.
So everyone.
But especially Joe Pisano
Oh, yeah.
And Indy Hartwell.
and Indy Hartwell. But mainly Joe Pisano.
Thank you.
Punk says Nick Aldis and Shawn Michaels offered me great deals, but Adam Pearce's deal is much better. But he says, my mind was already made up when I looked at the calendar and saw Cleveland. I'm here to bury those ghosts. I'm here to right a few wrongs. 10 years, CM Punk walks out, and then 10 years later, CM Punk walks back in. If you're mad about it, learn to love it. The next Raw superstar is named CM Punk, and CM Punk is home.
Yeah.
So Punk shakes Pierce's hand and signs the contract. He stands on the turnbuckle. He's celebrating. He's all pumped.
Oh.
But then burn it down!
Yeah.
And everyone was busting nuts at this point.
Yeah.
I was so pumped. I was like, oh my God, here
same.
we go.
And
this
I
was
was like,
great,
I don't
too.
want this like huge thing. I want just like a little taste.
I think we got a big taste, but it was great.
They
Yeah.
gave you a big bite. You took
was
a
great.
big bite. Yeah. No stupid dancing from Seth.
Nope.
I love that.
Yes.
Enough. Seth walks to the ring and gets face to face with Punk as the fans chant, holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And the first thing he tells Punk, welcome to Monday Night Rollins.
In the face. Yeah.
Yeah, Seth was awesome here.
He was.
He tells Punk, do me one favor, don't ever call this place your home.
You abandoned this place 10 years ago. Not only did you abandon it, but you actively tried to tear it down. You spent 10 years slandering me slandering every single person back in that locker room, and then you want to walk back in here and call this place your home? This is not your home. This is my home.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was on fire.
Yeah.
Oof.
He says, I will always protect my home from people like you. And some fans have pointed out the similarities to Hangman Page telling Punk he's protecting AEW from him. But the difference is,
Seth Rollins isn't an empty-headed dumb fuck.
Yes. Unlike Hangman Page, Seth Rollins can act
Yeah.
and cut a promo
And talk.
and be believable.
Right.
Seth says, I hate you with every fiber in my being. But if you're going to be a part of WWE again, then I want you on Monday Night Raw, because the truth always comes out. Everyone knows this is your last chance. Either you're going to self-destruct like you always do, or by some miracle, you've changed and you've got any gas left in this old tank. Maybe one day you'll be lucky enough to stand across the ring from me in a World Heavyweight Championship match, which means now they have to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on, yeah.
And then I will expose you for the fraud you are. I'll wrestle circles around you and show you what it means to be the best in the world. I mean, we knew this match was happening, but I think because he mentioned the belt,
Yeah.
now it has to be for the belt.
title.
Right.
You know? And then Punk says, that's your one pass to disrespect me without me attacking you. I never asked for anything to be handed to me. CM Punk is entering the Royal Rumble, and when CM Punk wins, maybe it's you he's coming after.
Yeah. He did, before CM Punk spoke, he did say, "Are you done?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like a, that's
But now I'm
that's
kinda
all
like,
you have?
You know, Rollins is right about everything he said, right? I mean,
is.
first of all, what are the odds that Punk doesn't make it to WrestleMania? Let's not forget, all the shit that he did was recently.
Right.
All that shit backstage that he couldn't fucking hang with these guys
Right.
and couldn't be in the same company.
And-
recently.
And you can't blame it on drugs or alcohol because he's straight edge.
Straight edge, according to him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The other thing is, but here's the thing. AEW, like we've said before, really doesn't have a boss because Tony Khan has no balls. So
Okay.
Punk could get away with a lot of that shit.
Okay.
You know, like we never heard about him getting into fist fights backstage in WWE.
Right.
And it's not like he really got it's not like he got fired from any other company. I mean, yeah, they eventually released him, but he fucking went home and never came back. You know, like he quit WWE.
Right.
So I don't think he's going to be like, I think in WWE, like, yeah, like they're like, yeah, Punk's an asshole, but he's not fist fighting people.
Right. It's the Moxley effect. You know,
Moxley
without that structure,
Yeah.
people go cuckoo fucking bananas.
Oh my God.
You know?
Moxley, we do real wrestling here. And then someone tweeted the photo of the skewers on his fucking head.
Yeah, real wrestling.
It's like, I thought you didn't like comedy bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's literally where this came from.
Yeah.
Was
Came from
Moxley
you.
making fun? He was like, I don't know why I have to always do this goofy crap. And then there he is with the fucking skewers on his head.
Right.
Fuck off.
So if I could give you Punk or Cody Rhodes at the Rumble or anybody else, which side are you on?
Oh, like who's winning it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Punk Cody.
Punk Cody.
Yeah.
100%.
Like 100%. right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
That's done.
it's
Final
done.
two?
No.
No. One of them will get screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't have if Cody eliminates Punk, they're gonna hate Cody.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do that.
Well,
that's why
no,
Big
people would be
Show's always
happy.
that's why Big Show always gets second place.
Right.
Kane gets second place.
Lesnar might win, get second place this year.
Sure. You could do that, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean Punk Lesnar. They could do that since Lesnar beat Punk. He can get his win back maybe down the road. Who knows? Backstage, Punk meets Judgment Day minus Ripley. Priest tells Punk, I hope you finish your story because when you do, I'll be waiting. And he holds up the briefcase. I think he's going to forget to cash in and it's going to expire.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus where Brock Lesnar's like, wait, I have a year?
Right.
To cash this thing in?
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Priest
But
will be
like
the
at
opposite.
this point, it's been long enough. He should cash in I've said it before, but he should cash in at Money in the Bank at the pay-per-view. Because like the whole storyline is Priest, it's your last fucking chance. If you don't cash it in tonight, it expires. And you go home with nothing. So he's like, fuck, I got to do it. And then he cashes in at the end of the night, but then the new winner cashes on him.
Yes.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
Right.
And we only have Priest as champ for a minute.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
I saw something online.
That's funny.
I forget where it was, who posted it, but it was two guys talking. They're like, what if the briefcase that Priest has is empty?
Oh, you said this a few weeks ago.
Maybe,
and
yeah.
then Balor has it or
Yeah,
whatever.
Balor has it because he gave him a new briefcase. Did he check to make sure the contract's still in there?
Yeah.
Can anyone just sign it?
But see, that would hurt it because then anyone could just steal the contract and
Right,
Yeah, then it's
right.
that would
comedy
happen all the
bullshit.
time.
Right.
Next up, we have Bronson Reed versus Ivar.
Oh God, how many times?
Why are they doing this?
Because they're the only two big guys they have.
Big guys?
Big guys have to fight big guys.
I'm a foot taller than one of these guys.
well,
Both.
compared to the rest of the roster.
Big bellies are big guys now.
Yes.
A couple minutes into the match, they go outside the ring and they're both like across the ring from each other, and they're both like, yeah, and they agree to just run into each other and fall down. And how do you not laugh?
Correct.
Like I laughed my ass off.
It's not even the first time they've done this.
No.
Right.
But this time they're like, hey, let's do it, and we'll both fall down.
All
and
the way.
Look stupid.
Yeah.
Ivar did a rolling senton off the top rope to a standing Reed outside the ring. Then Reed gave Ivar a superplex off the top rope for the win.
Yeah.
And Wade Barrett was disappointed. Reed didn't hit the tsunami because he wanted to get soaked.
I want to be soaked.
Jesus Christ.
I want to be soaked.
Soak me.
I want my knickers to be drenched.
Michael, I'm afraid.
Jesus.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. No one's getting soaked. Damn it.
Michael Cole, I'm afraid I've got some good news. I'm soaked.
Good news.
Yeah.
Next up, we have an in-ring promo from the Judgment Day without Ripley again. But R-Truth interrupts, and he complains about them locking their locker room and not inviting him to their holiday party. And then JD McDonough yells at Truth, but Priest is like, hey, man, that's not cool. He's
frittata.
Yeah. And then Truth says, I think we got to kick JD out of the group, and JD flips out. Then Truth tells Priest, you got to stop calling yourself the boss. It makes mommy upset. Finally, Priest says, I can see why people like you, Truth. These people like you. Everyone likes our Truth except me.
Yeah.
And then Judgment Day starts beating up our Truth.
How dare they?
But then the Creed brothers run out and make the save.
Hi, quick question. Why?
Because they were hanging out with Truth earlier.
Well, this week they're the Save Brothers.
Yeah.
Make a lot of saves.
And, that tag title match is next week. Whatever.
Yeah.
Backstage, Drew McIntyre tells CM Punk, I don't care about your story. I don't care about Cody's story. I care about finishing my story. And then Drew walks away, and Pierce tells Punk that Drew's facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title at the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Bottom right.
Day one.
Who are
you?
They've done day one.
So, yeah, but it
As
was
a
a pay-per-view.
Oh, it never should have been.
Yeah.
Should have only been Raw.
Well, it was never on day one.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, Raw's going to be this day one pay-per-view. They're going to
Is
make
it January 1st? Is that why?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pay-per-view on Raw, basically. So there you go. Then Kofi Kingston walks up and Punk says, oh, Jamaican me crazy. But Kofi says, I don't do that anymore. And Punk says, you're not Jamaican? He's like, not anymore, dude.
Not anymore.
Right.
Then Punk meets Chad Gable and Ricochet before leaving. And then Pierce tells Kofi, Ricochet, and Gable to go into his office to talk about the Intercontinental Championship or something.
Okay.
He's like, hey,
Yeah.
you guys want a title shot? 3-way next week? Whatever.
Three-way.
Yeah. Next up, speaking of 3-ways that you'd like, we go partying with Party Pussy. Oh, yeah. They're having the time of their lives at some music festival.
They need to change their name. This is the Party Pussies.
Absolutely.
It is.
This is so, yeah.
Like, they should just say, every week we fuck one lucky fan together. Like, that should be their gimmick.
That's your gimmick.
They're just at music festivals.
Yeah.
They're getting high.
Fucking
They're
fans.
fucking fans. And they're coming for the tag titles.
Oh, they're coming.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
So we have Party Pussy versus Indy and Candice LeRae with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven on commentary. And Party Pussy wins with the after party, which always looks awkward.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dumb.
But yeah, I've seen that video. So
Party Pussy. It's a party in your pussy.
they're pushing these guys, like they're pushing these gals.
Yeah.
Gals.
Gals.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
they're,
I
To lose a title match next week?
No.
they're the only legitimate.
They might win?
Why wouldn't they? Chelsea Green and like no, but I'm just saying, like
They're the only legitimate tag team.
Legitimate?
I mean, the only team. Let's just say that.
That's not even worthy of a
Yeah,
dollar
right.
bet. You want to bet
Yeah.
25 cents?
25-cent bet.
if we had some here. But
Yeah.
Fine.
Bring a pile of nickels.
Fine. You're right.
And next up, we have an in-ring promo from Becky Lynch. The man says, Nia Jax and I have never had a one-on-one match, but we've been linked together for 5 years for this reason.
Have they
And we
never fought one-on-one, really? Or is that just some bullshit WWE stat trying to like you to forget about stuff?
I don't know.
Probably.
We watched footage of Nia breaking Becky's nose in 2018.
Again.
And then Becky says, I went on to main event WrestleMania while Nia went on to get double ACL surgery because Nia is so unlikable that even her own knees wouldn't stand up for her.
Aye.
So Nia walks out and tells Becky, if I punched you with full force, you wouldn't get up. And then Becky gets too real, saying Nia's injured everyone she's been in the ring with.
Yikes.
And nearly ended a few careers. Kyrie Singh. Like, it's this too real. It's this breaking kayfabe moment where if you get it, you get it.
Like, isn't your job to hurt people in the ring?
Yeah.
It's like, you're kind of going a little too far with this, Specs.
Nia says, I'll always be the woman who made the man.
It's true.
And Becky gets fired up. Becky's ready to fight, but Nia ghost pussy's out.
Ghost pussy.
Ghost pussy. She ghost pussied out. What are you going to do? Next up, we have Imperium versus DIY and a mystery partner. Who could it be? Who are you? Jesus.
I know. They've been talking about how much they hate him.
All right, so there was a backstage confrontation between both teams before the match. And Ciampa asked Gargano, are we sure we can trust him? Well, you should know, Ciampa.
Right.
I think that's no longer canon.
Right.
That Ciampa and Miz were partners.
Yeah.
It's no longer canon because Ciampa doesn't even know who the Miz is.
Right.
Are we sure we can trust this guy? I don't know. He seems kind of like an ass.
Harvey did.
Yeah.
Can we trust him?
Right. And then to end that like backstage segment, Michael Cole said, who will team with D-Y-I?
Shut up, Michael.
And then I got you never
And
correct
Barrett's
someone.
like, Jesus.
It's like the rule of broadcasting is you don't correct. You
Right.
hope people didn't hear it. And literally he's like, DIY, you stupid fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's because like he said it so slow.
Right.
Yeah.
Who will team with D-Y-I? Do yourself in
Then you
the
hear
butt.
his excuse.
I don't know.
After he started rolling with the promo and he was done, he's like, look, Chelsea Green, she messed me up.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Everything
what?
messes you up.
Yeah.
She
So,
under
of
the
course-
table blowing you or
Yeah, what do you mean?
DIY's mystery partner is The Miz.
Because Cleveland.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miz and Johnny hit Tilt-A-World DDTs at the same time. Miz puts Gunther in the figure 4, but Gunther tags in Vinci and he elbow drops Miz. And then Miz hits Vinci with the skull-crushing finale for the win. Backstage, Miz tells Gunther, I want an Intercontinental Championship match. And Gunther accepts, but tells Miz, this is your last chance.
Oh, thank God.
I hate that. I think that's such a dumb rule. Like,
Right.
look, if we're going to fight again, you can never challenge for the title as long as I'm the champ. Well, you wouldn't anyway. You lose 2 or 3 times, you don't get any more chances.
Right, yeah.
Like, what kind of risk is that? Well, yeah. If I can't beat you this time, I'll wait till someone else
I was
beats you.
hoping he would just say you can never.
Never, right. That's real stakes.
Ever.
Because he's been IC champ enough.
And we'll never give him that title again, so you might as well have those stakes.
Yeah. Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes for the main event. Nakamura cut a video promo earlier in the show, and the anime part was cool.
Yeah.
Cody hits the bionic elbow and the Cody cutter, and he goes for the crossroads, but Nakamura gets out of it and spits the red mist in Cody's face for the DQ.
Oh, no.
Have they always DQ'd?
No,
Like,
never.
Yeah, for the mist, of course.
But it happens all the time.
But the refs are always distracted and don't see.
But then when they see all the jizz
They're
on the guy's
one,
face.
2,
No, they cover
3.
them up.
Hey,
And then-
why's your face blue?
And then later after the match, the ref's like, yeah. So Nakamura attacks Cody after the match. He lays him out with the Kinshasa. And then Nakamura brings a chair into the ring.
This is so weird.
But then out runs the Creed brothers.
Like, they're just good guys.
Like
so
them
gotta help
saving
good
our
guys.
truth, fine. They were in a segment with him earlier, but
Sure.
like they never have
They've
interacted
never even,
with
I don't-
Cody.
I don't think they've ever been in the same room.
No.
Plus, saving our truth is like saving Eugene. Like, you just have to.
Right, yeah, yeah.
If you're a
It's
good
just
person, you just
ethical.
gotta do it. What I think is hilarious is keep reading.
Okay, so the Creed brothers run out. Nakamura leaves.
Yeah. Mhm.
But then a minute later, he comes back as people are helping Cody out of the ring.
Including the Creed brothers.
And he hits Cody with another Kinshasa.
And they just stand
while
there.
the Creed brothers
Right.
just stand there
They're just
going,
watching.
hey!
Right.
Like, what are you out there for?
Yeah,
What the?
to be idiots.
And I love how they act like a Kinshasa is like getting hit with a sledgehammer to the head.
Oh, sure.
It's a wrestling match.
It is.
Why is Cody not fine?
Yeah.
Like, does everyone that gets hit with the Kinshasa like walk to the ring afterward or to the back?
It was the
Yeah.
poison mist. He's dying.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
The fuck?
It's actual poison.
It's poison.
somebody get the antidote.
Poison, poison, poison,
Nakamura, I want you to spin him with them.
poison.
Yeah.
So he's injecting his lethal dose of poison into Cody's eyes.
Yeah.
So
One of the Creed brothers like, should we go out there and help him? The other one's just like,
No, 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 no.
why not?
I don't want to get sprayed with mist.
Yeah.
It's like that dinosaur.
So that's Raw ends with Michael Cole like, well, looks like things suck for Cody Rhodes. All right.
All right,
and
well,
is-
this sucked.
And the main event, ends with no finish. They're going to definitely fight either at day one or the Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah.
Because this isn't over.
No.
So this stupid feud goes on longer. It's just
I think it ends with him eliminating Nakamura from the Rumble.
Probably.
like 1 and 2 and Nakamura.
And then if Punk's winning, then Nakamura spits in his face again
yeah,
later. I don't know.
Oh God.
All right, that's all for Raw. I mean, I don't want to see Cody win the Rumble again,
No.
right?
No.
Even if he's going to fight Roman again,
Right.
doesn't need to win the Rumble, win the chamber match
Yeah.
in Australia or wherever the fuck.
There you go.
All right, let's give some awards. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had Naya.
Ghost Bushy?
I had Ghost Pushy.
I had the Creed brothers. They just look stupid, especially
Okay.
running to the ring to help Cody. What are you
Right.
doing?
What is that has to do
Yeah,
with
we're in our unitards. Yeah, you sure look like a couple. Best dressed?
I had Kyrie saying backstage.
I had Scarlett.
I had Rhea Ripley. She always looks. She looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst acting?
You look like a couple.
Come on, worst acting. What do you guys? Let's move on.
Speaking of unitards, I'm not even sure if I'm
Yeah.
allowed to say this. Worst acting, our truth.
Can we just say unitards? Are we safe? Are we safe if we just do that?
No.
I'm gonna go with that unitard, our truth.
You gotta say Frittata.
God, please forgive me.
I'm gonna go with good guy Lashley.
Oh yeah.
Maxine for acting like a wrestler.
Oh, that's
There you go.
not bad.
Best acting?
Punk.
I'm gonna go with Seth.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Is that for your own pick?
No, you know when you're a child and you get those books, and then when it's like, oh, and then next up it's Sid Vicious, and you just
Oh yeah.
like Thomas the Tank Engine.
You had 100 of those.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
We used to always make fun of them. Once you got
Right.
old enough and we still had them.
Yeah.
Because, Dad never threw anything away.
Yeah.
Hello there.
I meant to do that for like, oh, and then Nia Jax comes out. Yeah.
Wasn't that hello there?
Yeah.
It's like we had
no,
the Winnie the Pooh.
that was Joey's.
That was Joey's?
Yes.
Okay. We pressed the button because it had like, and then when the Pooh comes out,
was-
hello there.
We would because it was it was a random one. So we would keep pulling it. We would keep pulling it until we got hello there.
Wow.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
For like
is this the pedophile Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, for a few years, Joe and I would call each other, and whoever answered, "Hello there."
Hello there.
It's so creepy.
Yeah.
Worst comment?
Wade Barrett said, "Eating good in the neighborhood." A fucking
know what?
Applebee's reference. Applebee's.
Yeah, it's got to be, for me, it's got to be Jay. Like, if you want to see me whoop Drew McIntyre, let me hear you say, yeet.
Right.
Give me a yeet, yeah.
Catch this yeet down.
After Punk,
It's ripping off so many things.
I know.
Yeet down.
Listen to this. After Punk meets with the Judgment Day and walks off, Michael Cole says, "It's a different world than it was 10 years ago. Yeah, Cole, it fucking sucks now. It used to be fun back then." Punk's walking around going, "Holy fuck, where'd all the talent go?
Right.
Where's the storylines? What is this shit?
Hey, well,
It's garbage. The biggest name doesn't even show up.
be the change
is
you want to
horrible.
be. You want to see.
The different world than it was 10 years ago."
Best comment?
Mine was, you can't go around slapping people backstage.
I had Punk just saying, like, I'm going to main event WrestleMania. Like, that's,
Yeah, no,
I like that.
it's good.
Honestly, with all the great lines from Rollins and Punk, I laughed out loud when he walks to the Judgment Day and he goes, "Where's Rhea?" Like she's the only one we give a shit
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
Yes. Punk,
And they're like,
Punk loves the women wrestlers.
It's like, that was the real question. What do you?
Speaking of Rhea, worst match?
Maxine versus Rhea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sweetest.
So many
Just
bad
making Rhea
matches.
look bad by then.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Super slow-mo.
Ivar versus Reed.
Yeah, I mean, Cross versus Reed, or it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
No, Ivar versus Reed.
Oh, Ivar versus Reed.
Yeah.
I meant
Bushy.
Cross versus
I
Lashley.
meant Cross versus Lashley. Yeah.
Body and your pussy.
There's so many bad
Versus
ones.
Indian Candice.
Okay.
Best match?
Orton Knight versus Bloodline.
That's what I had.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all
I mean,
there
it's
is.
still exciting to see Orton back and he's wrestling, so
sure.
that's cool.
Right.
Worst move?
Hey, let's run into each other.
Belly to belly, belly blast.
Blast.
Shit tide? Just Maxine
Yeah.
sucking.
Maxine. Worst move? Maxine.
You wouldn't think Maxine sucking would be the worst move.
Right. You think that'd be best.
You think it'd be great.
Anyway, best move, Maxine sucking. Just in my head, you know.
Yeah, best move.
The RKO stolen out of the BFT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to go with.
Yeah, because what else is there?
Yeah.
Because, Wade Barrett didn't get soaked, so what else could there be?
Soaked.
Worst moment?
R-Truth.
Yeah. Sweet bits. And then best moment, of course.
Pumpkin Seth.
Yep.
Of course.
Pumpkin Seth.
Pumpkin.
Seth and Punk.
Pumpkin Seth.
Nah. All right, breaking news. So it's official.
Uh-oh.
CM Punk's first match will
Will
be against Dominic Mysterio at the Madison Square Garden house show on December 26th.
What? Is it on TV?
No.
Oh.
It's a house show. They got to sell
Yeah,
these
but
things.
some of those MSG shows they throw on for some reason.
It's not.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a house show. It's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, they always make a big deal of Madison Square Garden, though.
It's funny because recently, like, the COO of TKO said that they're going to be cutting down on the house shows because they don't really make money.
Right. Good.
Imagine the Madison Square Garden one will, because it's always a big show.
Right.
And they'll probably keep doing those.
Sorry.
That's my
But
thing.
he really, like, mentioned, like, in the smaller markets.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just doesn't pay to...
Right.
I think, like, Vince just did it just to get, more fans. Like, hey, we're going to the small market, but, there's fans there, and
Yeah.
they'll buy future stuff, and,
Maybe.
Also, WWE and MLW, Major League Wrestling, have come to a settlement in the antitrust case against WWE. Back in January of 2022, MLW alleged that WWE interfered in the company's negotiations for television and streaming deals. They also claim that Stephanie McMahon interfered in the company landing a deal with Tubi, which is owned by Fox. And they also accused WWE of poaching talent.
I'm sorry, bottom right?
Well, yeah.
Who are you?
I mean, this is where MJF was before AEW.
Right.
So, but yeah, there's the settlement. We don't obviously know how much it was for.
Yeah.
But it could come out. You don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We
Anything
shall
else?
see.
I didn't have anything. No.
Party pushy. Rumor time.
Rumors!
Vince McMahon gets kicked out for sex allegations?
That happened.
But then he returns and takes back the company?
He did that.
And then Vince sells the company but stays in power?
Oh my God.
And then Vince dyes his hair black and has a stupid mustache?
Confirmed!
So Sports Illustrated reports that Vince McMahon has no plans to leave WWE/TKO and still wields great power in the company.
That's tremendous.
He's happy about it. Yeah.
So it was all bullshit.
Well, he did sell all that stuff, and TKO did release that statement about how his involvement has hurt their stock.
Right.
But they say Vince's relationship with Ari Emanuel remains good after Emanuel made the call to have Triple H run creative without interference. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. Also, the Wrestling Observer reports that there's been talks of Tyler Bate going to the main roster, but
Meh.
Right.
To do what?
To job.
Yeah.
Yeah, to lose.
Lucy
What is he
Gunther.
gonna do? He's a little too goofy for my taste. I liked him when he first showed up, but
Sure. I liked him in Mustache Mountain.
sure. Anything else? Trivia time.
All right.
Trivia time.
I won last week, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you did?
No, actually, we both had the same trivia.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. I was like, I looked at your screen. I was like, fuck.
Did you see that,
So you
by the
tied?
way? Like, who was the last person that Roman Reigns... Who's the last Rumble winner that Roman Reigns hasn't pinned?
Wasn't it like Batista?
No. He's pinned Batista.
Yeah. Oh, like ever.
Yeah.
No, not ever. It's like going back last year's Rumble winner, the year before. When was the last Rumble winner that Roman hasn't pinned him? It's been a while. He's pinned a lot of Rumble winners.
Shit.
So who was the last
It's
Rumble
funny because we
winner?
both saw it on Instagram, and I
then,
figured
yeah.
you would have as well. You also didn't listen to the podcast. What the fuck, Eric? It's fucked up.
Any guesses? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because you have to go way back. He's pinned everybody.
Stone Cold?
No,
not that far back.
Oh, okay.
2000s, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
let me give you a hint.
Del Rio?
No.
He's pinned Del Rio. Let me give you a hint.
Okay.
He can't pin this person. It's impossible to ever pin this person.
Dead.
Yeet. Come on.
Not a good guy.
Who's the most famous dead wrestler right now?
Chris Benoit. Wow.
Wow, good job.
I won.
That's the last Rumble winner.
Wow.
2000, what was it, 3 or 4?
4.
Yeah.
Easy.
All right, so what's the actual one?
I don't remember. Which two male wrestlers have worked the most matches this year in 2023?
The Miz.
That is incorrect. Andrew, what's the
Just WWE.
Yeah, that would be two male wrestlers that have worked the most matches.
Seth.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's done a lot. One of them both make tons of sense. If you think about wild cards and on a lot of the
Cody.
Cody is one. And then this guy's I think he wrestles every Raw and every SmackDown.
LA Knight?
No.
Oh, like Dominic.
Dominic Mysterio.
Wow. Fuck.
Isn't that crazy?
Well,
Cody
and
makes
NXT.
sense.
And
But
NXT.
NXT
yeah.
also, yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It was funny because that tribute to the Troop show, they had 2 dark matches. I forget what one of them was, but one was going to be Cody versus Dom for the North American title. And I'm like, okay, so Cody's not winning because Dom's defending it tomorrow night.
Of course.
Yeah.
So was that really the dark match?
That was one of the dark matches.
So how did they end it?
I didn't fucking stay for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, it was
Obviously they do a run in.
A DQ
Right, sure,
that
yeah.
turns into a beatdown that turns into the good guys beating up
That
the bad
turns
guys.
into a 4-on-4 match.
correct.
Yeah. All right. It is
Yeah?
time for fan questions.
Is it now?
Yeah, everyone's favorite part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Right?
When they're good, I love it.
When they're spell checked.
All right, there we go.
Good luck. Juan Sol. So if Cody wins the Rumble and does so by eliminating Punk, will he get booed out of the arena? Yes.
Yes.
That's why it's not happening.
We talked about, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, like people are like, so the last 4 of the Rumble have to be Cody, Punk, Orton, and Jey Uso. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
B Sands, hey Gems, I've enjoyed listening to older episodes, and I've noticed something. No disrespect to the other two, but the podcast is less entertaining without Joe. Aw.
Okay.
Well,
Right, I have a fan.
we're glad he's
Push
here.
Joe shirt.
Yeah. Right.
Push Joe. Kimbo, which member of Damage Control gives you the biggest dose of...
Poison.
Who's your favorite?
Come on. Was it that bad?
I don't know if this is okay.
It's probably
just
not.
Who do you think's the hottest member of Damage Control?
Oh.
Since she's been back, Kairi Sane, I think, is fucking amazing.
I still
Oh
like
my
Io.
God.
I like Bailey though. I'm gonna go Bailey.
Wow. Over Io and Kyrie.
Yeah, Bailey's got that.
I mean, Dakota Kai looks fucking hot right now.
Fucking
That
I always
booty.
like to... Yeah, I mean,
Booty
it's
patootie.
still EO for me.
Wow, look at us. Divided and conquered.
right. We don't have to fight over anyone.
Yeah. You got Bailey. You got Io.
You got
And I got
Kyrie.
Kyrie and Dakota. All right. Very nice.
Will in Edmonton, Triple H needs to take time away and has to pick a replacement from the roster. Who you choosing? What?
Wait, what?
Why?
Oh, don't follow.
Like a wrestler is going to run the show? I don't know if there's anyone like Triple H.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I guess
Old school,
Cody.
maybe?
Yeah,
He was an EVP
he was.
for some garbage.
When the show was watchable? Question
Jason
mark?
Deerham, I think the only way they could successfully turn the Street Profits heel is if they turn on Bobby Lashley and just give up on the whole Lashley heel idea. The guy's
what's the
more loved
point?
by the fans now. Ever since they tried to turn him heel. Okay, here's the thing. They haven't tried to turn him heel.
No,
I haven't tried.
They don't
Every
do
week.
anything.
Every week he runs out, he high fives the fans. He even said, I love you to the fans a couple weeks ago.
What-
so they
what a
haven't
deal.
tried.
So bad.
He has to come out and beat up a top babyface and tell the fans, go fuck yourself.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So easy.
It is so easy. Josh Blevins, now that Edge and Christian have both said it, can we please get a go fuck yourself button? Maybe. But that's also Josh Reese's job on the AEW show.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's easily replaced. You just have to add that button. You don't have to have Josh anymore.
There you go.
I like it.
PM Funk. Judgment Day come off as a joke stable, especially with this R-Truth shit.
Well, now
I mean,
they
this
are.
is
Yeah.
not... I never liked Judgment Day. They always came off goofy. Look at how Finn Balor acts. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Rob, I'd ask a question, but I barely know what happened on Raw and SmackDown until I listen to your show on Wednesdays. 1 hour and 20 minutes of talking is better than the 5 hours of televised...
Poison.
Yep. Don't forget.
Axe. Personally, I had high expectations for the first interaction for Punk Rollins, and this felt even bigger than I expected. When was the last time that y'all felt the same way? I don't know, but yeah, this was great.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool seeing Punk in person.
Oh, yeah.
I marked out.
I'm sure you did.
Sure.
Peyton Livingston, to everyone who laughed at me a few weeks ago for buying house show tickets and thinking there's a possibility I see Punk, looks like more likely now with the announcement of his match against Dom at a house show. Super weird how his first match back isn't even going to be televised.
That's not uncommon.
It doesn't matter.
Make it special for the New York crowd. Fine. Who
Televised should just be the Rumble, and it seems like it will be.
Yeah.
You know? This is Taz from Team Taz. Hey, Paige. Hey, Paige. This schmuck Seth is stealing your promo. That's some renegade shit. You should join Team Taz. Yeah.
That's some renegade shit.
It's so,
Yeah.
He was so confident when he said that. He thought it was going to be so cool. Listen,
That's some renegade shit.
he's like, that's some renegade shit. Your belt? What?
Yeah.
Mannix, I'm probably just very late.
Yep.
But I just discovered that Randy Savage released a rap album called Be a Man. So my question is, will we have a monthly special where you review this masterpiece of an album? You know what that song, you know who that song's about?
Who?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, fuck.
It's Be a Man, Hulk. Come on, don't be scared. You're running from Macho, that's what I heard. Something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Jonathan Ramos, konnichiwa, fellas. What a time to be happy. I've returned from Japan with my pops. Jets won their last game, and WWE is utilizing Punk way better than AEW did in his second coming. My question is a matter of preference. Do any of you consider Sunday the real WrestleMania, both nights as a whole, or whichever night delivered better? Whichever night was better,
yes,
is what I consider.
Correct.
And lately, it's been night one.
Yeah.
Well, lately, anytime they've had two nights, night one was better.
Yeah.
Especially in Dallas, night one, Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. You couldn't top that.
I left after that.
Yeah, you did.
Do you think they'll ever go back to one night?
No, I wish.
Not for a long, long time, right?
Right.
Like if it becomes unpopular, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
But it's like, what would you rather? That's the thing is, what would you rather have? Two back-to-back shows that are like 4 hours each, or one like 8-hour show? They're both not good.
Either one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just weird. We've talked about it before. These are people that can't even get on the show, and now all of a sudden they're in WrestleMania.
Yeah, no.
It's like you're not good enough to be on Raw, Smack. Like you're not good enough, and then now you get a WrestleMania match. It should only be the top of the top,
Right.
But now they're selling double the tickets because 2 nights.
It's such a fucking money grab.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Punk didn't address his, night 2 of a buy one, get one, 4-night
how
extravaganza.
could he?
Well, because he was kind of going that way with the main event WrestleMania, but yeah, you almost have to pretend like he never said that.
Yeah.
At this
You
point.
can't roast the company anymore,
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's funny because people are like, people were pointing out like, oh, really? This is your home now, Punk, after you shit on AEW for years?
You mean
And it's-
WWE?
Yeah, shit on WWE for years. And it's like, well, yeah, it's called acting.
Yeah.
Wrestling's fake.
Right. It's called acting. It's called money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not here to make friends.
Bennifer 11. So they're going to do the Bloodline Sami Zayn story, but now with Judgment Day and R-Truth.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good
Stop.
God. Just
Stop it.
How long before Truth takes the Money in the Bank briefcase from Priest in a kangaroo court with JBL as the judge?
Next week, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Next week.
KJ, which wrestler has the best mic skills but is the worst in-ring wrestler?
Ooh, like a Hulk Hogan type.
And vice versa.
yeah.
Yeah.
So currently,
Wow. Surprised
Great
Joe even said that.
mic skills. Paul Heyman.
What?
Doesn't count. Damn it.
No.
That's tough.
Terrible in the ring.
is. I mean, Balor's one that's awesome in the ring, but a terrible promo.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
But who's great? Who does a great promo?
I mean-
but his matches, their
Miz?
matches aren't good.
Miz can wrestle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he loses every match. So does it make
It's
his
easier to
matches
find
worse?
great wrestlers that suck on the mic. Who's a great mic person?
You must
a
have to
tough
start
one.
with a bad wrestler. And
Yeah,
then think, oh, is he good on the mic?
Yeah.
That's a hard one to come up with.
that is a hard one.
Right.
Keep thinking. Dr. Coctopus, who's a wrestler whose finisher isn't their best move in your opinion? For example, I like Deep Six and the Chokeslam Backbreaker more than Corbin's End of Days. End of Days is still really good, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
But no, we've talked about it. Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb.
Yes.
Better than the Haluva kick.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph Reiling, I mean, we all knew Punk was signing an exclusive contract with Raw after Orton signed with SmackDown, right? Well, of course, and he's got to fight Seth. Oh, Punk is making his decision tonight. They're never going to stop insulting our intelligence, are they? Keep up the great work. Well, yeah, it was obvious, but I didn't really care. I was more interested in the story they were telling. Punk's like, I'm going to go to Raw to make my decision. I wonder what he's going to pick, right?
I know.
Michael Cole, maybe it's just me, but I feel like Becky Lynch is one more plastic surgery away from reaching Charlotte Flair levels.
No way.
No, it's makeup. It's just bad makeup.
Bailey?
Yeah.
Shut up, Michael.
Yeah.
No, I think Becky's just makeup. That's her issue.
Yeah.
PCJ Pushfire Barry, take 10 pedigrees from a naked Triple H. Okay.
Okay, not that.
All right.
So go ahead. What am I
Take 5
guzzling?
kicks. Take 5 kicks to your naked sack from Ronda Rousey in her prime.
Okay, the first one so far.
Or
This is
have
great.
20 pro wrestling matches with Nia Jax. Fire that, you'll die. So I guess the pedigrees from
I'm taking nut pedigrees from Triple H.
Just feeling cock on the back of your neck.
Nut and cock.
Like he slams you.
you're getting pedigreed and teabagged at the same time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right.
This is piss or shit. You gotta pick one.
Which one are you picking?
You know
Jeff?
what?
Piss.
He's not around anymore, but Elias was great on the mic. but his matches were boring.
Oh yeah,
Very, very
that's a
true.
good point.
Well, Big Show was like the king of that back in the day.
But he wasn't great on the mic.
Yeah.
Big Show.
Roman's tribal queef.
Tribal queef.
It's weird. She doesn't even look. No, that's where they swap the
That's
face.
they swap. Like, I mean, like, just look at Becky. So I'm showing a picture where they take Charlotte and Becky's faces and swap them. Like, Becky's like the hottest woman I've ever seen right
As a
there.
blonde,
right?
yeah.
As a blonde. Like, look at
And-
that. And she
and-
just looks like your typical kind of rogue redhead. You know what I mean?
Monster face.
Monster face. Right. Oh, look at that. Nice. Very nice.
Roman's tribal queef. What's going to be the better storyline? Punk Rollins or Orton Bloodline? Punk Rollins.
Punk Rollins, 100%.
Well, I mean, fuck, we've already done the Orton thing. And
Also,
yeah.
Punk Rollins because we don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
You know?
right.
It could be
It's
Punk
almost
or-
like how do you let Punk win? He left. He talks shit. Rollins is your fucking worker bee that's been here the whole time, and then Punk just comes back and takes the title off Rollins.
Yes.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
How many times have they done that with Brock?
You know why? Because look how upset
but Brock
you are.
didn't leave and go to another company.
You
So I'm
know
going to
why?
boo it. So I'm
'Cause
going to
look
boo
how
it.
upset you are. He could turn heel and do it.
Punk.
Yeah, if he turns heel and
needs,
does it.
One of them needs to
Kicks him in the balls.
Look,
Yeah.
look at
Do
it
it.
like
As a heel,
you
it'd
do
be
a
fine.
business. Like, do you have the employee that stays there and gets a little raise and a little raise and a little raise, or you have the guy that bounces around and ups his
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me in real life.
right? You're Punk.
I get more money every time.
Yeah, right. You're main eventing the
And I
company
just-
you
You're
work
right,
for.
and I deserve everything at the company that the guy thought he had. You're
Yeah,
right. You know
there
what?
you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good analogy.
You're there to make money, not
Joe
friends.
was like, fuck Punk. And then 2 seconds later, well,
He's a fucking genius.
I get it. He brings in the money.
Yeah.
Nathan Bain, I'm really excited for the Punk Rollins feud. When's the last time you guys were really excited for a match? I know these fucking marks were excited for Cody and Roman.
Whatever. You thought you put he's winning too. It's here somewhere.
Oh, I put he's winning, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I bought the shirt.
He did.
But I laughed when he lost. You guys were pissed. Go watch it on
I
on
was
our
angry.
Patreon.
I was really fucking angry. Of course.
Yeah.
I gave up. I said no more live matches. Yeah.
No more WrestleManias for Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's not going to go.
I'm out.
Rizzler, please explain to me why they keep referring to that broom closet as Judgment Day's clubhouse.
They actually said clubhouse.
That's like Mickey Mouse's clubhouse.
Yes.
Those stupid asses.
They wouldn't look like such dumb fucks if they just say our private dressing room.
Right.
Yeah, anything. Our clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Off topic, pretty sure Maxine broke the record for most botches in a match.
Yeah.
Thought for sure Rhea was going to knock her out and leave.
Should have.
She almost knocked herself out.
Yeah.
Tyrone Grizz, Thanos, you could not live with your own failures. Where did that bring you? Back to Yeet. And then he put 6 face palms for his own comment, so I think he feels even bad about it.
No, that's actually very funny. That's very funny. Back to eat.
Back to Yeet. Dashing Dan, Pushfire Barry, wrestlers who could legit kick your ass. Who should have been pushed more as silent destroyers. Ken Shamrock, Steve Blackman, Bobby Lashley. Push Shamrock.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Ross says they were going to make Shamrock WWE champion, but Shamrock quit. Shamrock didn't like all the travel,
Yeah.
so he quit. But yeah, push Shamrock. I mean, I don't know. Steve fired Blackman.
He was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
He was.
With his little sticks. He'd come
Do
to the
it?
ring. He's like,
Like he was raving or something.
sticks.
Harrison Crook, if AEW were to hypothetically trade MJF to WWE, what would be fair compensation in return, not including the super duper valuable future considerations? I mean, anyone. MJF's the best. That's AEW's only thing right now is they have the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Ken Shamrock's last match was against Chris Jericho in a first blood match.
I'll take MJF for Roman Reigns. Anyone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Jogo
And
Roxy.
including Tony Khan, this stupid fuck would probably do that.
Right. Do you think Tony Khan realized he fucked up after seeing that promo on Raw? If he's smart,
Yeah.
sure. But I mean, CM Punk's not going to blow him. I mean, he has the Young Bucks that suck him off. You know, it's a double blowjob.
MJF has to come to WWE. I just realized he has to. I don't care how much money WWE would give him a fortune too. Like his legacy can't be AEW. Guys that never like Sting, his legacy is fucked because he never came when he could wrestle to WWE.
But like we said before, he's still really young. He could stay there for a couple more years. And
Yeah, but you don't want, like, if you're going after records and you really want to fight all the guys that are about to leave. I'm just saying, like, there's many guys that in 5 years they'll be gone.
yeah,
Roman will probably be gone. He's talked about it. There's a lot of guys. So you got to get there soon.
It seems like he just feels really loyal because Tony's the one that gave him a shot. And like, if anyone there likes Tony Khan, it's MJF. You know, it's like you literally gave me creative control. You know, that's why only his segments are good, pretty much.
If anything, I would sign year-to-year deals then.
Yeah.
At any moment, I could be like, oh, fuck, I got to go right now.
Yeah, right.
Mark Carver, if Triple H offered you guys any job at WWE, such as a wrestler, commentator, what would it be, and how much would it cost to get rid of the podcast? Like they just send us a check and we stop doing it?
No, I thought about this. I actually thought about this once, and I was like, how much to just be writers? Like we get together instead of they go, look, no more podcasts because obviously your content doesn't make sense to work for us. But here you're just gonna get together once a week, write ideas, and send them to us. We might use them, we might not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they'd have to give us
More than the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, just to work for WWE, I think we would want to do that.
Hey, we're gonna write the show and then make fun of it.
Yes.
And then our truth took a poop in the
Yeah.
ring. Why'd you write that, Eric? That was so dumb.
I know, right?
Guys, I know
frittata.
you're pushing this for like 6 months now, but you can't have Eric Slamilton Hamilton in the middle of the ring in the main event of WrestleMania, and have Andrew come in and stun him, and then Joey the Paisan comes in. Yeah,
Joe, you've turned in this script 5 weeks in a row. Zack Ryder's not gonna be helping Cody Rhodes win the fucking main event of WrestleMania.
Well,
it's
then
just not happening.
You're missing a golden opportunity. Everybody would want to see that.
Gold, Jerry. Gold.
That's one of our dollar bets right now, isn't it?
No,
We
I
never-
don't think you put that.
$1? I'd throw $1 on it.
That's the bet you want to do?
Just give him the
Zack
fucking
Ryder,
dollar.
yeah, just give me
Zack Ryder's involved in Cody winning.
Sure. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I need good odds on this. Come on.
All right, how many dollars you got?
I have 5.
3-1.
How many bets do we currently have? I have to make sure I have enough.
I write them down and then I switch papers. So
Two to 1.
We're 2-1. Oh, DIY
Joe said this last week.
climbs.
The DIY is going to win the tag
Champs
titles by
the
the
month
pay-per-view after
WrestleMania.
By Backlash.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Oh
the
shit! Is
fuck?
that only 3 months away?
I get one of those dollars.
All right. We're gonna put that bet on hold.
2 to 1?
3-1.
All right, 3 to 1.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah. Write it down. Just write down, I owe Andrew $1 on
no.
April 5th or whatever the fuck.
Because I'm a fucking Matt Cardona mark.
We have to record like
Hold on.
Roman wins again. It's not even gonna be Cody wins, Roman wins, and then we're gonna record a video of us at Mania in Philly, and Joe's gonna hand me $1.
Cody has to be fighting for the championship of WrestleMania, otherwise it's null.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
right?
Cardona.
Otherwise it's null.
Of course.
Yeah.
Cardona
sure.
runs down,
Fine.
instantly gets a thumb from Solo.
That's how you saved yourself.
But I win though. I win if Cardona's just there.
If he's in the
Obviously.
crowd,
No.
he said he has to help him win.
No, like he's in this. He's in there. He's in the match. Like he's not in the match.
He
like
said he
he's,
has to help him win.
well, he's not gonna
If
lose
he
again.
helps him and he loses, you owe me $1.
No.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You said help him win. You can't keep changing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, it's not gonna fucking happen. You owe me $1 on April 5th. Just write that down.
Okay. Joe owes Andrew. Joe, yes. Andrew, no. 1 versus 3.
Oh my God, is that Zack Ryder? Get him out of here, security! Like it was just he tried to make it happen on his own.
Tell him it's
Right.
Matt Cardona.
He's like
I don't give a
Enzo.
fuck what your name is, kid. Get out of here.
He's like-
Autographs for later.
He's like Enzo after he got fired, trying to come back. No, get him. Uncle Saudi hating the comparisons of Hangman's promo and Rollins' promo. Rollins did it better. It feels more real with the purpose to make money and moments. Hangman just didn't like the guy. It wouldn't properly work with him from what we know. Yeah. For sure. Amir, I saw the tweet some empty-headed dumbfuck posted comparing Jack Perry and Seth Rollins. Imagine Vince shouting, "He's gonna puke," every time he sees Jungle Boy getting ready for his promos.
Oh my God, yes.
That's hilarious.
Pretty much.
Andy Piccone, Pushfire buried the line and then the moment. Good God Almighty, that killed him. Jannetty tried to dive through the window to escape. And then that's gotta be Kane.
Oh, man.
Push that killed him, right?
They killed him. Is
It's
what they
that,
mean?
it's that killed him, but yeah.
What do you mean?
He said that killed him when Mankind fell.
Oh, that killed him. He's dead.
Oh my God, that
He said
killed him.
they killed him.
I think
Think
it
he meant
sounds
to
like
say that? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And then Jannetty tried to dive through the window to escape when Sean threw him, and then that's got to be Kane.
Who said that?
I don't know. Maybe
Heenan or something?
Probably Heenan.
That's funny.
I
Kane has got to be
think-
one or two, right?
I think that killed him. Good God Almighty! I mean, that's like because of the moment. It's more famous. I would push that.
Yeah.
Barry, that's got to be Kane. Do-Rag McMahon, why they got to do my boy R-Truth like that? I'd take him over JD McDonough any day.
Same.
Same, huh?
Same.
All right. Fair enough. Is that it? I think that's it. That is it.
Boom.
That's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt or hat at prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Get the Thanks Guys t-shirt at bonfire.com/Thanks Guys. And become a supporter of the show. There's bonus episodes. There's hundreds and hundreds of bonus episodes at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll see you next week.
For more CM Punk stuff.
Yes. And Eric will have another new shirt that has less cum on it.
What's wrong with wrestling?